Hello everyone, this is SpaceUGFX, and this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a sort of an abstract object I did in one of my speed arts. And this is the second time doing this tutorial because I was not recording my audio. And I hope this one works. Anyways, we are going to grab a freehand in the spline section and click the middle button on your mouse or this right here to go to all the viewports. And you're going to take your freehand spline tool and just scribble in all the viewports. Just completely random. Sort of in a zigzag fashion, I suppose. Maybe some circles. Does not really matter. Just make sure you do it in all 4 viewports. And then we're going to go back to the perspective viewport. And you're going to take all these splines and you're going to drop it in a loft NURBS. So just drop it in there and you have this sort of mess of stuff, and it doesn't look very good, but just kind of pick an angle that you would think would look kind of cool, like maybe right here. That may look cool. And you're gonna grab a hyper NURBS, make the loft NURBS a child of the hyper NURBS, and we'll see if that's a little jagged. Maybe put these both up to 4 and see how that looks. Maybe change up the angle a little bit. You can always take a spline and kind of rotate it and just kind of get creative with it, wherever looks good. But for tutorial purposes, I'll just kind of leave it like this. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab a camera and just kind of keep our position there. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disable hyper NURBS just so it's not lagging. We're gonna grab a plane and we're gonna bring it up here. Press T, kind of make it the size, like kind of over our object. This is gonna be an overhead softbox, and well, it'll be close to it if you don't have the Grayscale Gorilla Light kit. I'm showing you how you can do it without getting the kit. And we're gonna rotate it so it's standing kind of straight up like that. Kind of raise it a little bit higher, and we're gonna grab a light and make it in an area light, which is right here. We're just gonna drag that up. We're gonna rotate it so it's parallel to the plane. Kind of drag it out about this much will be fine. Oops. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna click this button right here, and we're gonna use these to kind of resize it and just make it the size of the plane. Just kind of doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of use your estimations, and that looks good. And what we can do, take the plane and the light and click Alt G so we can group those. And now you can click R on your keyboard. I'm not sure what happened there. R on your keyboard and hold Shift and rotate it 90 degrees. And so it's hovering over your object. And maybe want to go to the camera view. No, it's fine. Just drag it down a bit. Make sure it's not interfering with the camera. That should be fine. And you're going to extend the null. And on the plane, we're going to make a material for that. So we're going to double click. And we're going to uncheck color and specular because we don't need those. Check luminance and make brightness to 180. And maybe we'll just tint it like blue. Why not? And we're going to make it a child of the plane. So now when we go to the camera, it's got some lighting. And we can also maybe do a softbox later by just duplicating that. But the next thing we're going to do, we're going to make a material for this object. We're going to double click, new material. The color, we're going to make kind of like a bluish. And we're going to click transparency. And the brightness, we're going to put that to 60. That looks good. And we're gonna go to reflection, Fresnel, maybe like 6 and 24. We're gonna apply it to our hyper NURBS. We're gonna go back into the camera, check the hyper NURBS, and go to our render settings. The anti-aliasing, you want to put that to best, because if you don't, I will show you why. Takes you to geometry. And the reflections, you'll see like right here, you got the jagged edges, and it kind of just sharpens, especially with the reflective materials. It kind of sharpens everything up. So it looks like we don't need that much. So we'll just go to best and go 1 by 1 by 2 by 2, and we're gonna go to effect global illumination and GI mode IR plus QMC still image irradiance cast. We're just gonna put both of those to low, and before we do this, I'm going to go out of the camera and just put in a softbox. Basically, we're just going to duplicate this, rotate it like such, just kind of position it right about let's see if hopefully that's not no, it's not. Okay. So we're just gonna position that there. Recheck the hypernerves, and see our render settings all good. I'm just gonna render that out, and I'm actually gonna come back when that's rendered. So, so that's rendered. Looks pretty nice, and that's pretty much it. Another thing I did do in the speed art is I had a sphere and I sort of put it in the middle of the object. And added a cool effect to it too. I'm actually just gonna show you how I did it. I'm gonna disable this and go onto the sphere. And I use the plugin Turorial. It's a free plugin. Just search it on Google and you'll find a quick download. And Turorial, you're gonna check that. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. And change the pieces to about 30. Just click break now. Just kind of wait for that to finish. Should not take too long. Obviously, the more pieces, the longer it takes. And once it's done, just check out of that and click a hypernerves, and it'll make an object like that. It might make more than one, but if you're doing a sphere, should just do one. But just drag it into the hypernerves, and you'll see you get this this kind of effect. And just you can kind of place it anywhere, just whatever you feel like you could use it. And that's pretty much it for the tutorial. If you found this helpful, please leave a like. And if you have any questions, leave in the comment box. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next tutorial.